Hello and welcome to History of Ancient Greece. Here's a quick video about the course and how it works. In this course, we're going to be exploring the most influential culture of the ancient world. From a handful of fiercely independent city-states strewn across the islands and mountainous lands of the Aegean, come a culture that redefined civilization, seeking not merely balance and stability, but the pursuit of the ideal of what humans are capable of as individuals and communities. As we follow their development from Bronze Age conquerors to the arbiters of war, art, and rational thought in the Mediterranean world, I want you to come to your own conclusions about the kinds of reasons why the Greeks developed this way, the drawbacks of this pursuit of the ideal, and how it all culminated in, shockingly enough, the worst war the ancient world had ever seen, fought between the Greeks themselves. A war that could not prevent the infusion of Greek culture and mythos across all corners of the Mediterranean. This course, as you know, is online. It's set up so that there are weekly meeting days, in our case on Thursday nights. Here's how the weekly assignments go. Before the meeting days, you read the assigned readings and you watch the videos. The videos in particular are broken up so that you don't have to do them all at once. So consider setting aside a few different blocks of time during the week where you work on the readings and videos bit by bit rather than all at once. For this class, in addition to the textbook, we will also be reading short primary source excerpts from a reader I compiled, which is available on the website as well as in physical form. This way, you're not just hearing what Professor Pomeroy and her colleagues think or what I think. You're hearing actual voices from the Greek world, thousands of years ago, telling us what's important to them, what they value, what they dream, what they fear. Each week, starting with week 3, there'll be a selection of relevant excerpts from the reader for you to choose from. I'm asking you to read one each week, and then spend some time thinking about what the author is trying to say and what the reading can tell us about the time and place it comes from. In the middle of the semester, we'll also take a break from that for 2 weeks and read a Greek comedy called Clouds, which we should have a great time discussing. On our meeting days, Thursday nights, you come in having done the readings and watched the videos, and we get together at that time and talk about what we got out of the videos and readings. You need to post every week in the discussion area on that weekly page. That's part of your grade. But what I really want is for you to discuss and debate and ask questions as a group. And I'll be there with you, responding and discussing. This discussion, the questions we ask and the reactions we share and discuss, this is how we make all of this real and regain the immense benefit of doing this together and making sense of it together, rather than all of us doing it separately on our own. Please use this discussion to help us all really understand the complex and fascinating world of the ancient Greeks. After the online discussion, there may be a quiz for you to take online. If there is, it'll be right there on that week's page. Each of you will also choose one of the readings from the whole semester to give a presentation on for the class. Normally this would be done orally. The way we're doing it this time is you write it up. The requirements are on the essays tab in the syllabus. You write up your presentation and you post it in the comments area for the day we discuss the reading you chose. Your presentation needs to be posted the night before our meeting day so that your fellow students will have it there and will have the benefit of your interpretation and reactions. You'll be introducing this reading to anyone who didn't read it and giving a starting point for our discussion of that reading and what it tells us. Your presentation should explore what the author is trying to say, what the kinds of insights this reading gives us into the time and place it comes from, and how it fits into the bigger picture of the things we're talking about in class. So the timing is like this. You need to sign up now for one presentation for the whole semester on the reading of your choice. You sign up on the sign up page shown here. So you need to do that now at the start of the semester. Then, the week we actually discuss that reading you chose, you post your presentation in the discussion area the night before the meeting day. You also post a Word or PDF version of it to Blackboard so that I can grade it, just as with your other essays. Speaking of essays, you'll be writing 2 essays, one on clouds and one on representations and images of ancient Greek cultures in art or film. The details are all in the syllabus, as well as the requirements for all papers. You'll also be writing a research paper due at the end of term, where you'll need to take a position on some question or issue relating to the Greek world and support that position using primary and secondary sources that you found. Start thinking now about what you might be interested in exploring, whether you're interested in literature, in philosophy, in war, in gender, in Sparta versus Athens, in the legacy of the Bronze Age Greeks or the Minoans. Think about what you might be interested in exploring. We'll be working through the project in stages. The first stage is a 1-page proposal due in week 8, where you describe your topic and state the position you think you'll be arguing, and I'll give you feedback on that. Whether it's too big or whether you need to add something to it. What kinds of research materials will work with that topic. More on all that to come. There will also be a written exam at the end of the semester. We'll talk about that as we get closer to the end of term. Okay, so email me with any questions at mark.wilson@lehman.cuny.edu. I'm looking forward to exploring the world of Hellas together.